I think it's all about an emotion that you have. Right now I'm inside a G-Wagon for the very first time, so I'm not able to process this. This is the Bugatti Tourbillon. Mad angles, mad shape, mad color. Some call it one of the very first sports car. There's a connection that I feel with this brand. It's a hardtop roadster convertible. Now honestly, this is one of my favorite cars. This was my dad's favorite car when it came. Hi there, this is Dacia in France, and today we are at the Brussels Motor Show, and this year the show is going absolutely crazy because there are a bunch of supercars, hypercars and classic cars like the one behind me. So this video is going to be like a walk around where I'll show you around this whole show, because there are going to be more than 65 car brands and more than 25 bike brands. I think this video is going to be very interesting for the automotive enthusiasts, including me. So let's get into the video. So we are having a look at 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL, and some call it one of the very first sports car. And I think there were 1400 iterations of this beauty which were made, and it features tubular chassis. Look at the way how this car looks. Beautiful. And look at the interiors, including this wonderful steering wheel. Look at the color. Absolutely in love with this car. I love the SLS, but this grandfather, granddaddy of that car is, in my opinion, one of the best which is to offer. Love the way it looks. Right now we are having a look at Corvette E-Ray 3LZ. It's a 6.2 liter motor, 644 horsepower convertible car. Looks absolutely amazing. There's this gentleman who has this opportunity to sit inside. I don't know if he'll be able to manage it. Lovely looking sport car. Look at those wheels. 6.2 liters, 6200 cc's. Look at this beautiful Porsche, and my favorite car, the Aventador. We also have two Ferraris in the back. I don't know much about Ferraris. Now we will be moving towards the Mercedes stands. Right now we have arrived in the Mercedes stands. This year there has been something very interesting which Mercedes have been able to grab after many years. It is going to be second time in the history of Mercedes that they've been able to get the Car of the Year award. It's the European Car of the Year award for 2026, presenting the Mercedes-Benz CLA in front of you. And one of the great points about this car is that it's not made out of regular battery, but it is made out of cobalt. And what you get because of that is that it charges from 0 to 80% in just 20 minutes. What you can also have a look at is the illuminated front. You can have a look at the screens. Interesting. Moving over to the next car, what you're looking at right now, it's the world premiere of the new GLB. You can see the design pattern, this illuminated front. Have a look at this beautiful car, but you have to understand that this is electric line. Most of the new cars that they are presenting are going to be electric. So along with the world premieres and also some European premieres, we are also able to see some Belgian premiere. So this GLC has been launched for Belgian markets this year in this auto show. What we are going to have a look at is the front at this moment. It offers 713 kilometers of maximum range. So this stand is showcasing Mercedes-Benz's 140 years of innovation, starting from the Patent-Motorwagen in 1886 and then moving towards the further models of the company. So I'm having a fanboy moment right now. I just got a poster from Mercedes, so love these things. Look at this beautiful AMG PureSpeed. Unfortunately, I won't be able to give you a lot of information about the powertrain options and all that, because nowadays there are so many powertrains, so many hybrid and all the other options. Look at this car, beautiful angles. Right now we are having a look at the Maybach SL680, the Monogram series. You can see so many brandings printed on the hood. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, but please put it in the comments if you like it. This is for you, the AMG GT Coupe. Beautiful looking car. I think I like this one more than the other ones presented here. Absolutely in love with the wheels. They look like magnesium. I don't know if they are. Right now we are having a look at the concept AMG GT XX. This got a lot of traction in the news recently, and this boasts of 360 km top speed, 1360 horsepower, and it offers 400 km of range in just 5 minutes of charging, which is amazing. Have a look. Here we have the Mercedes AMG CLE Cabrio. Looks stunning. At the same time, great interiors over here. We also have the GLE SUV over here. The GLE 350 4MATIC Start Edition. Great looking car. Love the interiors on this one. Now presenting you the Class G. Absolutely stunning color, stunning looking car. The G Class offers maximum range of 473 kilometers. So it's the electric powertrain. It's all about business. The paintwork on this thing is amazing. And try to have a look at the click sound. If you open the door, it doesn't seem to be very spacious in the back seat, but that's what it's not about. Absolutely crazy looking car. Let's hear the door again. Wow. Let's see if we could get inside this beauty of a thing. So there are a bunch of people who are trying to get inside. I'm one of them. Let's see how G-Wagon is from inside. So getting into the G-Wagon for the very first time. Okay, it's a tall car. Wow. The presence from here is amazing. Right now I'm inside a G-Wagon for the very first time. The interior looks amazing. I think this car is suiting me very well. I think I'm going to buy it one day. Not today, but maybe one day. So your boy just sat in the Mercedes-Benz G-Class. It was an amazing experience. The very first time for me. I know there are some people who would be like, why are you crazy about sitting in a car like that? I think it's all about an emotion that you have, and I'm mad in love with this car because I love SUVs, I love off-roading. Amazing car, amazing experience. Let's go to the next car now. Because this was a fanboy moment for me, I think I spent way too much time in Mercedes section, and I'll have less time for the other ones. But still, let's try to have fun with whatever we have. Let's go. All right, now we are here in the Renault universe. We have Alpine. We have a bunch of Renaults in here. Let's try to see what's there on the offer. First up, we have the A290 in front of us. There are a lot of people who are absolutely in love with this car. Great looking interior. Good car to be inside. We also have A290 in this color. Look at the wheels though. I love when people put their heart and mind into making these wheels. Same kind of interior. Great looking car. You can see the Alpine A390 here and the most awaited A110 GTS. Look at the carbon work here. When you come to these events, you can also enjoy these experiences. But as you can see, the line for this thing is quite mad. And obviously, I don't have that much time. I'm supposed to get back to France tonight. So I don't know if you remember when we visited Mondial Lotto last year in Paris. I showed you some prototypes from Alpine, and this is the same car which is present over here, which I'm going to show you in a while, along with the F1 and some of the motorsport and MotoGP inspired cars and bikes. This is the ALPENGLOW HY6 in front of you. Absolutely mad looking angles. Look at the suspension over there. This powertrain, apparently it's powered by hydrogen and oxygen. And look at this space. A person could go from inside. Look at this back. Oh my god. The A525 marks an end to Alpine's last Renault-powered F1 car because now they are switching to Mercedes power. And if you're not aware, this is the car which was driven by Pierre Gasly of France. For more info, you can scan this code. Wow, a lot of carbon fiber work in here. Look at the breadth of these tires. It's almost crazy. I never thought the tires were so wide. The Alpine A424, amazing looking car. And finally, the YZR M1. This is Yamaha, by the way. Wow, look at this bike. Now from Alpine stand, let's go to Kia, which has been making quite some strides in the Brussels Auto Show. They have some new offerings for the world and also for Europe. Let's see what they have. We have the Kia EV4. It's around 50,000 euros. Color on this thing is amazing. And as you can see, this is the car of the year 2026 finalist for Europe. Another EV4, this is the GT line. So when you see a GT line, it means that there are going to be two motors. It costs 53,790 euros. Kia has been really doing some great work in terms of electric powered car here. We have the Stonic GT line. Let's see, the price with this one is 30,000 euros. Not bad for a Kia car. Oh, we have the K4 in here. The paint work looks amazing. In this section, you can see these LCV inspired cars. This is called the PV5 Passenger Elite. How much does it cost? I don't know, we don't have the figure right now. And if you're trying to look at the interiors, wow. If an LCV kind of car could be so interesting, why would someone buy a regular car? We have the famous Kia EV9. It's a big SUV, and Kia has been proving their prowess in terms of electric cars year on year. Somebody just opened the trunk, and let's have a look at the front. So maybe you could put your gym bag, if that could fit. It has 7-year warranty, which is amazing. On the surface level, if I try to talk about the design, I think they look great. It's a pretty big car. It's, I think, a little over 5 meters. Look at the interiors. Great quality material. Look at these headrests. Amazing looking car. Now just right in front of it, we have the EV6. Even this got Car of the Year award for some year, I don't remember. Even this has 7-year warranty. Let's try to look inside. Somebody's blasting music in here, so not very good for YouTube. Let's have the front look of this car, the EV6. Looks amazing. Let's have a look at this Sportage. Mad color. Love this color scheme. Even kids are here to get inspired. It's nice to start them young. Look at the paint. Love this paint. Finally, another EV9 GT over here. Look at the paint on this thing. I don't know if it's the lighting or if it's the paint itself. These are mad big wheels. People trying to have a look at it. One good thing that I liked about this show is that you can see car of each and every standard. You can see a hypercar, a prototype, and even smaller as the small cars, so that they could cater to each and every customer needs and wants. We don't have the price for EV2 yet, but it's 42.2 kilowatt hour, front wheel driven, 7 years guarantee. I think the price segment is going to be rather attractive so that it could appeal to the broader market here in Brussels and in Europe. Now that we are done with the Kia section, I really love their design. Let's move towards DS. The moment when you come to the DS section, you see this absolute beauty. DS automobiles, I don't know if it's a real car. You can have the technical information over here. We have the DS number 4. We have the DS number 8, and it says 8 years of guarantee, and it starts at like 599 euros a month, which is not at all a bad deal. Some technical details over here. I'm also trying to show the QR so that if you want to know more information about this, you could just scan the QR and know more. We have the DS7. Let's see what the interior of this DS7 looks like. If you try to open this real quick. Number 1, we see this nice lumbar sport, nice leather interiors. Even whatever you're trying to touch, let me just try to touch this. This is soft. I don't know if it's plastic or not. Frameless rear view, ORVM. Nice. Look at the gear shifter. Nice click feel to the gear shifters. Let's have a look at it from the back. One look at the number 8 from the back. Looks quite futuristic. Look at the cute leather inside. We have the DS3 performance line as well. Nice interior with this one as well. Look at this prototype. Wow, looks amazing. And moving forward to the Lancia section from here. Look at this mad looking car. The HF Integrale. So pretty. I love this cute elephant in here. Look at the wheels on this thing. YPSILON Integrale Rally 2. The wide body kit. Let's try to have a look at the wheel. They don't want us to touch it. Okay, I'm not. We have this nice looking Lancia YPSILON. Let's try to have a look at the details. The HF280, it's 40,000 euros. Battery electric vehicles, 280 horsepower. Not bad. Try to have a look at the interiors. I've never seen something like that in a car. It's very nice. Nice Lancia badging. Another Lancia YPSILON HF line. Try to have a look at the price. 25,000 euros, as if I could afford it. Now we are moving towards a brand which I absolutely love, and especially one car which has stolen my heart. Let me try to show you that car. So we are at Alfa Romeo, and the main attraction for me here is the Giulia Luna Rossa. Have a look at this car. I mean, from the surface, if you try to have a look at it, it's basically a Giulia Quadrifoglio. But what has changed is these dual splitters at the back, which generate quite some downforce. It's carbon fiber, by the way. And if you look at these exhaust pipes, these are Akrapovic. Look at the splitter at the back. The paint color, the paint scheme on this thing is absolutely amazing. Fell in love with this car. Even if you try to have a look at the gear shifter, looks super amazing. Look at these wheels. Also try to have a look at these skirtings over here, and it says it's edizione limitata, so there are only 10 of these which are going to be made. I don't know if they are already sold or not. Apparently this is going to be super expensive. You're having some information over here. Look at the side skirts. So beautiful. Such a beauty of a car. Let's try to see what's inside. Alongside we have some other Alfa Romeo cars over here. For example, this Alfa Romeo Tonale. And I saw someone going inside, and look at this beautiful looking red interior. The Alfa Romeo Junior, even they are offering 8 years of warranty. I don't know if it's super sporty, but the interior looks nice. Now, some of you might be wondering why spend so much on a show where people are just going to come and have a look at the cars. So this is not the same here in Brussels. Now, the Brussels Motor Show has been gaining a lot of traction in the last few years. Why? Because now, to the contrary, if you see in the European market, they see very less sales in the initial 2 months, January and February. However, in Brussels, the market is defined quite different. Like now, this Brussels Motor Show here in Belgium accounts for 30 to 40% of the annual sales which happen. So people here, when they come to see these cars, these gentlemen who are employed by the brands, they try to show you the cars, they try to be nice with you. This is how they generate leads, and these leads are forwarded to the dealerships. This is how most of the sales occur. And if you see the private car ownership, almost 50% of the annual sales happen in the initial 2 months. So this is why this show has become more and more important over the years, and it attracts a lot of companies all throughout the world. Now let's go to the Peugeot section. It's the E5008 here. It costs 55,000 euros. Great looking car. Have a look at it. And we can see the cousin of 5008, the E3008 over here. Let's see what's the price for this one. This is 53,400. Why would I buy a 3008 if I could get a 5008 for maybe like 4 or 5,000 extra? Finally, towards this masterpiece that Peugeot has created. It's called the 208 GTI. It had been in the news for quite a long time. People were saying a lot of good things about this car. And look at those wheels over here. The interior, you'll see the same design language in almost all of them. There are minor changes here and there. Great looking car. We have the new 308 over here. This must be a facelift. 8-year Peugeot Care warranty. How much is this thing? This costs you 35,000 euros. A partir de 30,740. And Peugeot has lately been doing some great work for making the interiors look nice. Look at this interior. For me, this is some premium stuff going on here. There's a connection that I feel with this brand. And so this is 308 station wagon, by the way. What I can see is a lot of people are attracted towards this car, and you can see the pricing over here. Some people trying to enjoy the interiors. Great steering wheel. Try to have a look at the boot. Great boot capacity. So this over here is basically the world premiere of new 408 facelift starting at 33,000 euros. I love the color on this one. Let's have a look at the interior. Amazing. You can see how the infotainment system is kind of focused more towards the driver. Not a big fan of these wheels though, but all in all, the car looks amazing. We have the E2008 over here. We have the Peugeot Rifter over here. It's basically a van. Families are more inspired towards a car like this. Normally when you are at these events and everybody wants to have a look at some of these cars, and because there are a lot of people, because everybody is inspired to look at these cars, sometimes you get these looks that what is this guy even doing? But I'm doing this only for you, just for you. I mean, for me as well, but for you too. Alright, now let's move towards this section. It has an array of different cars over here. We have the new Compass, looks amazing. The Wagoneer, big car. The Avenger, let's say how much is Avenger? It's 36,000 euros. I love the seats. This is how the new Compass looks from behind. Power tailgate. I think I like this one. Let's have a look at this prototype by Citroen. It's called the ELO. Mad angles, mad shape, mad color. Amazing color choice. Orange interiors. Look at those seats. Look at those wheels. Look at this cute Citroen Ami. It's a small little car, accommodates 2 people, and apparently you don't need a driver's license for this car. Right now we are having a look at the EC5 Aircross. Great looking car. Look at the interiors. Look at the back portion of this car. Huge wheels. Wow, have a look at this detail. Power tailgate. Here we have the Citroen C3 starting 15,000 euros. Good interiors. Quite aggressive pricing in my opinion. Moving towards the Berlingo, starts at 23,000 euros. Wow, let's have a look at the interior. The Citroen Formula E team car. Look at this car. Look at this Abarth 600e with Michelin's on. Great looking car. The Fiat Topolino, priced at around 9,800. Huge looking car. Let's try to have a look at the interior. Interior looks good. We have the 500 hybrid. We have this normal 500. Now let's have a look at this stand of Grand Panda. Great looking car this as well. I love the asymmetry with the branding. 16,000 euros. I don't know if that's a starting or not. Which language is this? Tell me in the comments. Trunk space. Look at these details on the lights. Let's have a quick look at the interiors. Panda is going to set you back 22,150 euros. Great option. Now we are at the stand of Leap Motors. We have the C10, the B10, another B10, and moving towards the Opel section. It's called the Grand Land Electric All-Wheel Drive. Looks nice. Look at this Opel. We have the Opel Corsa, petrol, hybrid and electric powertrain with up to 428 km of autonomy, starting at 35,000 euros. Good looking car. Has been seeing great volumes across Europe. I don't know this thing, like here it mentions 30,000, 35,000, but if you have a look at this screen, we will see it's about 18,000 euros and 15,000 euros. Don't understand this. Nice looking car. Great color option. You have the Frontera, some camping equipment on top. See the interiors. And the front look of Frontera. Finally, talking about another world premiere car. It's the new Opel Astra in green color. Looks nice. Starting at 28,490. 8 years of special guarantee. I don't know what special means. Let's see if we could open it. Yes. Nice interiors. Nice seats, nice support, good looking minimalistic kind of interiors. So this is like the station wagon and the look from the behind. Now we are at the section of Renault and have a look at this nice looking Clio. It's the full hybrid E-Tech car. Amazing looking. Honestly, if you ask me, I love the way how it looks. There's this badging over here which says Esprit Alpine. Maybe they've got some inspiration from Alpine. Let's try to have a look at inside. Nice looking interiors. And the cute little Twingo. It's E-Tech electric, they say. I love the way how it looks, small and cute. Honestly, I once had the opportunity to drive the old Twingo, probably from 1998 or 2000. And it was great to drive. It had that big steering wheel. And the engine was whatever it was, but it was fun. People are playing some games over here. You can even entertain yourself by playing pinball. There's also some Vicky, I don't know what to call it. In India, we call it Vicky. We call it Twingo Vega. Nice and fun. There's even a bicycle over here. Which is this car? This is the Renault R5. Love the matte finish on this car. Great shape. I think this is Alpine inspired. Atelier Alpine. Maybe it was made in an Alpine workshop. Try to show you from a little bit afar. The Raphael hybrid E-Tech looks amazing. You have a very good looking Megane Dacia hybrid G50 4x4 technology is being showcased in this section here. Sometimes I wish I could understand the language. I could speak the language French so that I could understand these stuff. This is something which I miss out, and this is what you could miss out as well if you're coming from India to France or this region for studies. I mean, you will find yourself in these events and you'll be able to do more or less almost everything, but this is where you could lack. Now let's talk about these siblings that they have, the Renault 5 and the Alpine that I showed you in earlier part of the video. Great looking interiors again. It's a 195 R18, 18-inch tires. Looks good. Honestly, for me, the yellow color appeals more. Looks amazing. Look at the finish on the paint. Now, honestly, this is one of my favorite cars. This was my dad's favorite car when it came in some other era. But today, when I look at this car and the functionality which they offer, I think this is a great deal. Let me show you. The Dacia Duster. Yeah, it's not regular Duster that we have in India, but the new one looks rugged. I think I could easily go into the office in this one, and then in the weekends I could take it to some mountains. And I love the SUV appeal that it has. Great wheels. I think these are some all-terrain tires. Have a look at the price. This extreme mild hybrid will set you back at around 24,000 euros, which is a great deal for this car. Let's try to see the front. Nice looking car. We also have the famous Dacia R4 E-Tech 100% electric car. The cute little Renault Kwid, renamed as Spring under Dacia badging. Such a cute looking small car. Has 4 doors, enough space. The interior looks nice. Somebody's enjoying it. For 7 years of warranty here, it's the electric option. Let's have a look at the OG Sandero. It's a top selling vehicle in France and probably in Europe as well. There might be some reason why this is a top sold vehicle. We have a look at the pricing. It's 15,000 euros for Dacia Sandero. If you'll try and look inside, it's a manual. I love manuals. And look at the design of these headrests. I love it. Now let's have a look at this cute little K car type hipster concept. Now let's talk about Renault 5 Turbo 3E. It's a limited edition vehicle with only 1980 examples to be made. It's a homage to the legendary Renault 5 Turbo and Turbo 2 from the 1980s, which were homologation cars just so that Renault could rally them. It's powered by a dual 100% electric motor, contrary to the mid-mounted 1.4-litre turbocharged inline-4 engine in the original Turbo. With maximum power output of 555 horsepower and 0 to 100 in 3.5 seconds, they are demanding 155,000 euros for this car with reservations amount of 50,000 euros. Mind you, if you look for the original Renault 5 Turbo on the used market today, it will still cost north of 150k euros. The deliveries are expected to be in 2027. So I'm not able to process this. This is the very first time in my life I'm seeing this Bugatti so up close. This is the Bugatti Tourbillon, the successor to Chiron, and believe me, the photos and videos don't do this car any justice. How should I define it? Being in a presence feels like witnessing time and speed make love. giving birth to motion. I cannot stop myself from geeking about the technicalities, but for now I leave it with the professionals. Its whole structure is carbon fiber, the body panels are carbon fiber, even the windshield wiper is carbon fiber, thus making it lighter in its own category, so much so that it weighs about as much as Lamborghini Revuelto with fluids. Evident in the rear one-piece light, designed to let the hot air to escape from underneath, the brand's philosophy reveals itself. La forme suit la performance. Form follows performance. It does 0 to 100 in 2 seconds and 0 to 200 in less than 5 seconds. Thanks to the V16 8.3 litre naturally aspirated engine, it makes 1000 horsepower. And for obvious reasons, because 8.3 litres were not enough, hence they had to add 3 extra electric motors, thus making it 1800 horsepower combined. By the way, this engine was developed with Cosworth, a legendary British automotive company. I'm blown away by the fact that such machines exist, and I had the opportunity to see this pre-production model before the brand would start delivering later this year. I had this brief look at Bugatti Tourbillon, and now we have this Rimac Nevera in front of me. Look at the way it looks. So the number game in this section is actually getting ridiculous. Hear me out. This car has 2107 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. It does 0 to 100 in 1.72 seconds. What? 0 to 200 in 3.95 seconds. And finally 0 to 300 in son of a biscuit 7.89 seconds. In a parallel world, my car does 0 to 100 in 12 seconds. Not too slow. You could literally call her the record breaker with the amount of records she has already broken. And price, you ask? A mere 2.3 million euros for this beauty. I mean, oh guys, literally for me this show is over. I can finally finish it and I can go home. Absolutely love the experience. Thank you so much for this and this. So the lady present at this stand of Bugatti and Rimac was kind enough to tell me more information on glittering. So all these luxury cars that I'm going to show you and that I've shown are owned or imported by this brand, this family. So it consists of Maserati, Lamborghini, Bentley, Rimac, Bugatti and various other brands as well. So if somebody wants a luxury car in Belgium, this is the brand that imports all of these. We have this mad Porsche GT3 RS, I suppose, in here. Looks amazing. Even this stand is owned by Glitteren. Amazing presentation by this brand, including all these luxury, ultra luxury, high performance hypercars in here. We have this lovely Maserati Grecole in front of us. The paint, the quality on this car looks amazing. We've got quad exhaust. I don't have a lot of information on this car, but it looks amazing. Look at the gold trident from here. We turn towards this side. What do we have here? Let's have a look at some other Maserati cars present over here. I couldn't resist myself to get into the stand of Maserati. What we are having a look at right now is the MC PureSpeed. It's a 3000cc engine, 630 horsepower. Looks amazing. Look at the detail on this car. Absolutely mad. This thing costs north of 300,000 euros. Is a convertible. Look at the steering wheel. No matter which angle you try to have a look at, it looks absolutely amazing. Look at this trident and these angles. You could see the wheel from here. I don't know if the camera is doing the justice. What we're having a look at right now is called the Grand Cabrio Fulgor. 761 horsepower. 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds. Almost €250,000 euros. North of 250,000. Amazing interiors. Amazing looking car. They also give you an option of selecting the materials that you want to go with and the paint, how the paint would look. And you could see the type of leather that you would like to use for your car. Okay, so this is me the very first time sitting in a Maserati. It feels so good inside, so plush interiors. If I try to open this, nice. Everything feels nice and soft. Even the leather over here is quite soft. I don't know how to even open this. Okay, like this. The rear looks amazing. The panoramic sunroof is amazing. Wow, what a bliss this is to get into cars like these. It's, I think, 150,000 euros. If I look at the sound system, I don't know what's it called. I don't even know what it's called. I only know JBL and Bose and what's or not. Sound is so properly designed in here. First of all, the music system was amazing and I don't hear anything from the outside. You could see the other Maserati cars that I was having a look at. Amazing experience sitting in a Maserati for the very first time. Finally, I'm going towards the stand of Lamborghini. It's the brand that I've been dreaming about since childhood. Today, we had this opportunity to have a look at one of their, two of their latest iterations. Let's go. Number one, we have this Lamborghini Temerario, and on this side, the Revuelto looks absolutely amazing. And normally when you see these cars and pictures and posters, you can think that Yeah, I get it, it's super sporty. But when you look at them in real life, you get to see the quality. The quality is at a very, very, very different level. So again, there's a huge queue to go to Lamborghini as well. And I don't think I have the time because I need to catch my bus. So I think even though it's my favorite brand, I might need to skip it for now. I'm having such a blast here to experience and to have a look at these luxury cars from my eyes, so up close. It is amazing. Some of you might ask, if Lamborghini is my favorite brand, why am I not trying to get into it? The problem is that I have such a high perceived value for this brand. I don't want to rush things up for this. I don't want to take its own time, and maybe it would be some other day for it. Right now, moving towards the stand of Porsche, and let's see what they have to offer. The first car that we found here is 911 Turbo S. Damn God, it looks so amazing. The classic Porsche 911. Love these cars. I mean, this is not classic, but the shape has remained same, almost similar all over the years. And I think this is what everyone's crazy about. Porsche, amazing cars out there. Right now, you can have a look at Cayenne Electric. Everybody seems to be so much interested in this car. You could have a look at this frameless windows. There's a lot of rush around here. Everybody wants to get inside it. But let's have a look at the other one. Now, finally, a look at the Macan GTS. People seem to like this car so much. You could see the queue around here. Amazing looking car, amazing looking color. I wish I could have a look, but the crowd is a crowd and I couldn't do anything about it. I think in this motor show, I've got to know something about me which I didn't know earlier. I have this fascination towards the wheels. I've seen so many wheels and such beautiful, beautiful options in them. Look at this one. We also have this section of Audi over here. I could see it from afar, but I don't think I'll have enough time to attend it. And at the same time, I think we have seen enough cars from Audi even at the Paris Motor Show. So I'll skip it for now. I'll quickly try to show you Cupra over here. They seem to be having a nice stand as well. Also, as we all know, the face of mobility is changing, and now people are tending to lean more towards cars which are smaller in size, which are more efficient, electric powered fuel systems which are more sustainable. So right now we are at a stand over here which offers these kind of cars to us. It's called M-ERO. Honestly, it looks good. The paint work, the paint job looks amazing. You might be wondering, why are so many people around the regular cars over here? What is the big deal about this? So like I said, it's not just an event to look at the cars. Many people are here to actually buy them. Good thing about the Brussels Motor Show is that people don't feel the commercial pressure to buy the things, so they could actually enjoy the experience and have a look at them. So you could see this whole section of Volkswagen, amazing cars over here. ID Buzz, up to 7 seats, range up to 470 kilometers. Let's try to look at the boot. The boot is quite big itself. You could fold the seats at the back. Wow, this is the very first time I'm having a look at it. Even if you look at the front, it seems to be pretty spacious. It has 5 years of guarantee, as they say. Let's try to have a look at inside. From here, we have like 3 seats. Could probably be folded. Look at the front. This is how the interior looks. ID Buzz for you. Okay, I said I'm going to skip Audi, but this is what I cannot afford to lose. Have a look.
Looking at this car feels like the future of design is going to the right direction. It's a hardtop roadster convertible which is going to be 100% electric two-door sports car. To my eyes, I see design inspiration from the R8, especially at the windshield area and the roof curvatures. Also, I'm noticing some RR Spectre vibes at the rear angles and the front. All in all, good job Audi.
Bunch of different Audis in here. The A1 Sportback. Look at the amount of people that are there in the BMW stand. You cannot even have a look at any car over here. Literally any car. Alright. Now we are talking about some serious cars over here. We have the OG BMW M2 Coupe. How much are they asking? 80,000 euros. Not too bad. I could buy it tomorrow. Look at the car. Look at the look on the guy's face inside. He's feeling like he's the OG. Because the car is OG itself, it gives you that kind of confidence. Steering wheel is amazing. I don't know if you could have a whole look at it. It looks absolutely mad. The wheels. Oh my god. Here you can have a look at the powertrain. The BMW 5 Series. We also have this BMW prototype-ish kind of design. A little inspired from the past, I believe. But whatever is it, I like it. Have a look at this BMW, the 420i. Love the color on this one. Look at the interiors. The interiors look amazing. Wow. Love the interior, love the design, love the paint. Look at these DRLs. This I love. Here we have the BMW 2 Series, and apparently it's going to set you back 30,000 euros. For a 30,000 euros, you're getting a BMW. I don't know if it's a real BMW or not. Let's try to look at it from the front. Looks great. The color scheme is great. I think getting a 30,000 euro BMW, it could be a great opportunity for people. We can also have this look at Skoda Epic. It really looks epic, by the way. Wow. We also have some Lexus in here. The Lexus ES, the Lexus RZ. And the Polestar as well. I've seen a lot of advertisement on the internet about Polestars. Quite minimalistic kind of design. The Polestar 4, oh my god, it looks amazing in person. The Polestar 2 looks good. Let's talk about this Polestar 4. Wow. If I try to look at the front, oh my god, it looks amazing. To me, it looks better than a Tesla. From here, you can have a look at the whole car itself. Amazing looking car. We have a bunch of bikes in here, but unfortunately, I cannot have a look at them. It looks amazing. It's crazy for me to see that there are so many people in the bike section. However, when you are on the road, you see almost no bikes. I would have loved to do something like this as well. The S1000RR. Unfortunately, we don't have the time. So finally, I think I'll end the vlog here. I think it was a great watch for you as well. I enjoyed it so much. I got to see some of the cars that I dreamt about. Those I have wallpapers of. Yes, I would have loved if I had more time, but unfortunately, I have to catch my bus. And the time right now is 7:23. So I have like 1.5 hours and 40 minutes of travel. I hope I make it because I don't think the public transportation is that much reliable over here. Till then, take care. Goodbye.